Hey there, folks. Happy holidays. Happy New Year. I have three hopefully awesome, I think they're awesome. Hopefully you will too. Three kind of awesome things to share with you. Two are for anyone watching this video. One, I can't count. And one is for anyone who commented on any of my 2016 videos other than this one. So I'll start with that one. And so what I wanted to do for anyone who commented on any of my 2016 videos other than this one is to thank you for engaging in this ongoing conversation with me and for keeping me excited about this topic, is to offer you a free 9-card reading, a video reading on anything you would like. And the only caveat there is that one, just know that it might take me a little longer than it does for folks who pay for readings, because I have to prioritize those, and I'm on the road for rehearsals for my new play in the next couple of weeks, which actually may give me more time, but it could complicate things. So it might take me a couple more days than it usually does. So that's the first caveat. The second one is simply that if you like the reading, that you share my Etsy shop with your friends who might be interested, particularly those folks that I like to call tri-curious. Those are the people who are kind of curious about tarot but are a little nervous about it. Those are kind of right in my wheelhouse, and they're the folks I really like to read for and seduce into this cool world we have. So that's the first thing. So if you commented on any of my 2016 videos, other than this one, I'm not a fool, and you want to do a free 9-card reading with me, just let me know. Send me a private message, or you can comment here, and we'll work out the details of getting that to you. The way that I do my readings is I actually record them like this, and I send you a private link. So only you can see it and anyone else you share the reading with. So you can watch it a couple times, which I think is helpful. I think that's all for that one. So yeah, anyone who commented 2016, thank you for that. And it's been really fun chatting with all of you. The second thing is related. It applies to sort of anyone who's interested. There are some caveats with that one too, which is that as I'm kind of learning Lenormand and figuring out how I feel about it, it would be useful if I had some folks to read for. So if you are interested in being a Lenormand, I never know how to pronounce it, guinea pig, which isn't the politest term, but hey, whatever. You can also let me know, and we can arrange to do a practice reading for you. The caveat there is, of course, I am really just starting this journey, so the purpose of it primarily is to see how it works when I do it, and if my interpretations are connecting. So I'm obviously not going to charge for that, because it's going to be an experiment. So just know that. And the other thing is that, what was the other thing? Completely lost it. Oh, I know what it was. Gosh, my brain just moves faster than I can care for sometimes. The second thing is that it would be helpful if you would follow up with me a couple weeks or a month or so after the reading, if we do one, to kind of figure out whether it hit the nail on the head, or if it was useful or not, so that I can get a sense of, how is this working. I'd like to think that I could make this work, but maybe not every method is right for every reader. I don't know. So it's something I'm still experimenting with. So that's the second thing. And that's available to anyone, but again, knowing that I do have to prioritize, and so it could conceivably take me a while. So if you're in a rush, or you want like pro-level Lenormand readings, then this maybe isn't for you. But if you're curious and you're like, hey, I'd try this out, then that would be useful for me, because it would help me figure out how it's working on my end. So that's cool thing number 2. Cool thing number 3 may or may not be cool. I'm just curious to get some thoughts here. I've been thinking about what it might look like if I offered some, for lack of a better term, like private tutoring, private coaching to folks who are learning and working and just, want someone to bounce their struggles off. In essence, kind of like a mentorship in essence that, it could be anything you wanted, that spread you're stuck on, or boy, I can't find my way around this card, or whatever the case is. We would work together to kind of figure out maybe some activities you could try, some test readings you could do, whatever the case is. I was, for a while, a mentor on the American Tarot Association free reading networks, and I really enjoyed doing it, and life got in the way at that point. But this would be an interesting thing if anyone's interested. So my thought there was that I could do it, kind of like $25 per session, and then maybe like 4 sessions for $75. What a session is, would depend on kind of what you're after. But, I would consider about an hour's worth of time on my part. So that could involve, the time that goes into setting up some practice activities, or setting up some phone calls, or chatting, or whatever the case is, or looking at a video you send me of a spread you're struggling with, or a card you're struggling with, or whatever the case is. So I'm just putting that out there to see if there's any interest before I kind of put it up, and assume that people want that, which maybe no one does, but I kind of wish I had that when I started out. I had at least one really good mentor on the ATA networks who really was supportive and helpful, and that kind of experience I found really useful for learning to read and just sort of refining technique. And again, it's really about the person, it's not about me. So my role in that case would really be to help you achieve what your goal is, however I can. So that's cool thing number 3. So if you think that's interesting, again, you can comment or let me know privately, and I'll go from there and see what's up. So those are the cool 3 things. And again, I just really want to thank all the folks who've been with me this year and commenting and engaging in the conversation. It's I have a blast chatting with everyone, even if I don't have a whole lot to add in the comments. I try to respond to everybody, and I think I've gotten to most of them. So yeah, that's that. So that's that. As I said 6 times already, I hate doing these talking head things because I suddenly become really self-conscious. So happy New Year. Thank you for watching. Hopefully 2017 sucks less than 2016 did. And if it's not, then at least we have this tool of tarot to help us through it, right? So be well, be good. I don't know. It's likely that I won't make another video before the beginning of the year. So if I don't, I'll talk to you next year. And if any of this is interesting to you, let me know. Be good.